And tonight is the biggest moment of my life. Like I said earlier, you know, to talk about Jesus in front of our president and let the world know how truly proud I am to be an American champion. It felt awesome, man. To finish Stipe, it felt awesome. It felt awesome. And that's why I know for a fact that I can retire after a night like tonight. I can't pronounce it, the Italian term vidi vici, or I came, I saw, and I conquered. I feel that tonight. Very proud.
After his UFC 309 victory, taking a swipe at Tom Aspinall and his fans, Jon Jones updated his Instagram profile picture to an image of a duck holding a UFC belt.
One of those guys that I was saying earlier has the highest fight IQ. He's like fucking Elon Musk in the octagon, okay? This guy is brilliant in there, and the things that he pulls off, like you didn't see any of the spinning elbows tonight that he does normally. He did all different shit tonight. Hurt him with the first kick. This guy's fight IQ is off the charts, and you know, everybody gonna admit now that he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. And let me tell you what, this thing had upset written all over it too. I mean, Stipe, all the talk about Jon Jones, Stipe seemed pissed, focused, and you know, he came here to win. He looked good. He was physically in great shape. The list goes on, and Jon literally picked him apart. The jab was unbelievable tonight.
When I heard that Charles won, I just felt even more complete. Like, okay, we're gonna do this.
Quando visitei que o show de alimentação foi, fiquei mais completo ainda. Para fazer isso agora, chegou a minha hora também.
Let's go! Congratulations, baby! Let's go, Alamera. Let's go, baby. Hey, everyone loves him. So keep doing exactly what he's doing.
Cara, todo mundo chegando, continua fazendo isso.
You're very genuine. Tell them.
Great main event, good heavyweight fight. Was very impressed by both guys. Me and Jon next. It makes sense. If Jon wants to stay a heavyweight, it needs to be me and him next. I don't care. I don't care. That could be anywhere in the world. I'll show up, and it's gonna be good.
All right, the Aspinall question. The only Aspinall
You're
question.
going straight to it, huh?
Will there ever be a Jon Jones Aspinall fight?
No, more than likely no. I think the only way that we do it is if Dana and Hunter give me a check that really changes my mind.
Got it.
Really changes everything. That's the only way. I want it to be really, really worth my while. And right now, it just doesn't feel really, really worth my while.
So the trolls chirping you and stuff, you don't even, that doesn't even get to you at all.
Well, the trolls chirping me is part of the reason why I'm not gonna do it.
Got it.
I'm just gonna like, oh, you guys want, this is what you want and this is the way you're going about it? Okay, now I'm gonna be the one with the last laugh.
You say that Jon and Tom has the potential to be the biggest heavyweight fight of all time. Is that a fight that you think you could go against your normal rules and go for a stadium?
It doesn't have the potential to. It's going to be the biggest heavyweight fight ever. It'll probably be the biggest fight we've ever done.
And you said that could just be the biggest heavyweight fight of all time.
It will be.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm at a place right now where I know that Dana, he wants what he wants. He wants some big fights, and I just want to see if he's willing to compensate me. You know what I mean? I see these guys out there making some really, really big bucks. You know, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson and all that type of stuff. And I feel like if he could consider me at that level of an athlete, I mean, I feel like I'm a much better athlete actually, but if he could consider me in that conversation, then I'd love to stick around. But I'm really ready for my life to be changed in a much different way.
Jon was on the post-fight thing. He said he wants to be well compensated because he saw what Jake and Mike.
He will be.
So when do you actually meet with him? Is that a Tuesday conversation or is it get back?
I got Tom waiting outside for me right now, and Jon, you let Jon do Jon. Jon's going to disappear. Not only will you not hear about him or what he's doing, neither will I. And then he will resurface and he'll call and we'll get it done.
Do you feel like this could be leading to that same type of friction, or do you think it'll be an easier negotiation this time?
Jon's always been well compensated. He's always been well compensated.
Is there a dollar figure that equals you money?
A very, very high number. It's going to be a very high number for sure.
Don't want to define very high yet?
No, I'm not. I've learned over the years not to really get into finances publicly. But I want to be compensated to the point where if I won or lost, that it really wouldn't matter.
I would never put his total purse number out there, but it's fucking massive. The number that he went over tonight, he's made a lot of money in his career. Listen, you don't fight and then disappear for 5 years because you weren't well compensated. It makes a lot of money. So.
I'll tell you a bit of exclusive news right here on TNT Sport. I was getting a few nods and winks off the bosses when Jon Jones was talking about the next fight, and that means a lot to me. And not only that, is I spoke to the UFC brass this week. Both guys are talking about this is going to be the biggest heavyweight fight in UFC history.
No doubt.
Absolutely no doubt about it. Potentially one of the biggest fights in UFC history, and this is what the people want to see, and we've got to give it them.
Obviously, when he dropped you and he got on top of you, there were a lot of punches that looked like they were blows to the back of the head. A lot of your fellow fighters were criticizing the referee online over him not stepping in and either warning Mike or stopping Mike from the blows. I'm curious, when it was happening to you, were you shocked that the referee didn't, stop what was happening?
I'm not here to criticize, but I'm gonna tell you something. There were a lot of blows to the back of the head, a lot of fence grabbing. There was also some eye pokes. And I was telling him what was going on. I kept, calling for his attention, and nothing would happen. I would hope that he would intervene, but nothing happened. So I'm not here to criticize. I'm just gonna do that.
And you booked this Ian Gary versus Shavkat fight for the next pay-per-view. No interim title, just a co-main event, 5 rounds. Was that discussed at all? And why, with Bilal out in this situation, was an interim title not the right decision?
Yeah, because we know when Bilal's coming back. He's not going to be out that long. So it's a number 1 contender fight. You do 5 rounds, which is great for both of those guys to get 5 rounds under the belt before they fight Bilal. And when do you ever have a fight, especially in MMA, we have 2 undefeated guys. You got an 18-0 with a 100% finish rate and a 15-0. 2 of the best young up-and-coming prospects in the division to face off to see who's the number 1 contender.
I really want to give a shout out to my Taekwondo coach, a guy named Paige Bates from Albuquerque, New Mexico. His family owns Bates Taekwondo in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We started about 6 months ago. We started doing the spinning back kick. He would come over to my house 3 days a week, and I've worked that same kick from both stances 3 hours a week for several months. And Bruce Lee says that he doesn't fear the man that knows 1,000, 10,000 kicks, but the man who has worked one kick 10,000 times. And I put a lot of work in with that spinning back kick, and it's just getting faster and more unpredictable. There's really no tell when it's coming, and it's a devastating shot. I didn't hit Stipe's liver. I hit him on the opposite side, but it sends shockwaves to a person's body. It can break a rib. It's just a really powerful shot. So I'm really proud of landing that shot after so many hours of working it.